Substitute teachers, what's the funniest way you became the real teacher? The note read, good luck, and nothing else. No lesson plan, no seating chart, no warnings. Just 2 words and a door that closed behind her like she was never coming back. I'm standing in front of a 7th grade science class with a reputation. And I don't mean rowdy reputation. I mean teachers have cried after this class. Actual tears. From adults with degrees. First 5 minutes, I hadn't even finished taking attendance. A kid in the 3rd row, Wade, stands up, not raises his hand. Stands up, full height. Looks me dead in the eyes in front of 22 other kids and says, "You're not a real teacher." Just like that. Out loud, calm, like a business decision. I told him to sit down. He sat. I turned back to the board. Then I heard it. A full air horn from inside the classroom. One long, confident blast that rattled the windows and probably woke up every class within a 30-foot radius. I spun around. Wade was holding it with both hands like he'd been waiting his whole life for this moment. The class erupted, not just laughing, celebrating, like he'd scored a goal. I walked over, held out my hand, and he gave it up without a word. That's when things got worse. Taking the air horn didn't end anything. It started a war. Papers were flying. Kids were switching seats mid-sentence. Someone in the back opened a full bag of chips. Loud, deliberate, completely unbothered. Another kid put his hood up like he was clocking out. Then Wade called a vote. An actual, structured, hands-in-the-air vote on whether I should leave the classroom. He even counted out loud. 19-3, against me. The 3 who voted to keep me looked genuinely afraid to be seen doing it. I had 2 seconds to make a decision. I picked up a marker, walked to the board, and wrote, "Pop quiz, 40% of final grade." I didn't even teach anything yet. It was completely made up. I wrote 5 questions about material I pulled from thin air, and stood there like it was the most normal thing in the world. The room went quiet so fast it felt physical. Wade's chip bag crinkled once and stopped. Someone in the back whispered, "Is this real?" I didn't answer, just kept writing. A kid raised his hand and asked if he could borrow a pencil. Then another one. Within 90 seconds, 6 kids needed pencils, like the whole class had collectively forgotten they owned things. I taught the rest of that lesson completely unbothered. Nobody moved seats. Nobody opened anything. Wade sat straight up the entire time like he was auditioning for a different personality. The next day, the real teacher pulled me aside before first period. She said the principal had been watching the attendance reports, and apparently I was the only substitute that class hadn't completely dismantled in 2 years. He wanted me back full time.